No, no, kill him, no!
Fucking B-Man!
Oh my god.
Bastard!
Give me that nuke. Let's go.
Oh my god, roll for like a triple, you dumbass.
I'm not gonna call it, I'm not gonna call it.
Don't call him.
B-Man is a Don now!
That's what I'm fucking saying!
You been late?
What is going on, viewers of the Convicted Clan channel? My name is Dan, aka Big Papa Danny B, and I'm gonna be your voice for today. Shut up, phone. God. Anyway, what you guys are watching today is a double nuke, 100 plus non-lethal from the clan's leader, B-Man, who has been resurrected, sort of like Brown Jesus. Like, he wasn't the best in the world of Call of Duty, and he took like a 2-week break from the game, and he came back, and now he's like probably top 6 in the clan. So that's what you're watching today. B-Man, if you're watching this, I love you, my little buddy. And yeah, so I've been told, like, this isn't how I would personally do things, but I've been told that here on the Convicted Clan channel, we're trying to be seen as a professional organization, which is fine. I'm all for being professional. I think that's what you need to grow. And if you're into something, like, you need to grow it the way that you believe it needs to be done. So I'm going to respect that. And I'm going to try and keep this commentary, keep today's video as clean and respectable and awesome as possible for all you wonderful people here. So that means no use of the F word, no swearing, no butt jokes, no dick jokes, etc. Because I'm a very hit or miss person, and today my goal of this commentary is to convince you guys that I am like a halfway decent person, like at least tolerable. You know what I mean? And like, people, they're either like, Dan like loves life, and then you ask other people, they're like, Dan hates life. And then you ask some people, you're like, Dan is like the nicest guy in the world, he would never say anything. Then you ask other people, and they're like, Dan is just like, he's just sort of an asshole. So like, I'm a very hit or miss person, and it's just like, it's just how I am, guys. You know, for example, like, if I'm out at the bars, like, I'm a little older than most people in the clan, so if I'm out at the bars, it's like I'm either that guy that's super drunk and talking about politics, or I'm that guy that's going around to everybody saying like, give me a hug. So like, there's just like no middle. There's just no like, he's a cool guy. It's like I'm either over the top about everything, or like really just like not here. All right, you know what I mean? So today's commentary, I'm gonna veer away from anything that could be seen as like inappropriate or unprofessional, and you guys are gonna get to know me a little bit. You know, I'm gonna smack you with some knowledge, talk about the livity life that I choose to live and how I live it, life. And we're gonna talk about college. I know I've been a part of the Call of Duty community for a long time. You know, my first YouTube channel I made when I was 12, and I'm 21 now, so this was 9 years ago when YouTube was like a wee little baby, before Smosh had more than 20,000 subs. And you know, I've tried doing everything from sketch comedy to like pivot stick figure animations to like editing, and that's what I do now. I'm an editor. You won't be able to tell by this video because it's just a commentary, so I just threw it in Final Cut. I'm gonna do the voiceover, add some music, whatever, nothing special. But I actually edited the Teamtage. If you want to check that out, it was only uploaded a few days ago. So I've been on YouTube for a long time. Not only that, but I've been playing Call of Duty since COD 4, and I've been on YouTube watching Call of Duty since World at War. My original alias was Death of a New Era. I grew that channel to around 5,000-6,000 subscribers, and if you guys are really OG, you've probably heard of Amp Clan. Amp Clan was made of various members of like Doom, and I'm sure there's other Amp Clan members that have fizzled out into like Carnage and other clans like that after. But like, Amp was like really the first pub stomping YouTube channel to really rise to fame, and it all sort of collapsed when they were a little too lenient about who they recruited. They recruited some people that were faking gameplays and whatnot, and it just sort of all imploded on itself. Cold Side, the leader of Doom Clan, was actually a commentator in Amp. He commentated for the main channel. I commentated for their, at the time when Call of Duty Elite was a thing. I was part of a clan called Feared by All, and we were like the #2 clan on Xbox COD Elite, and Amp recruited that clan to be a part of Amp, so they had like an elite clan that was super high up on the leaderboards, and that's how I joined Amp. Cold Side went on to make Doom and stuff, and I was around 5,000-6,000 subscribers at the time. I was making like that. It's always been my biggest regret that my dad didn't like video games, and he took my PlayStation away because I was only like a sophomore in high school, when I was doing this, and I was able to make a couple $100 a month off the ad revenue. I was 1,300 views a video, and this is a long time ago, before like YouTube got really messed up with how they distribute the ad revenue and stuff. And it just sort of fizzled out because my dad took my PlayStation away, so I couldn't get gameplays anymore, and I was like using subscriber gameplays and just didn't feel right, so I quit. And ever since then, I've always regretted it, because had I stuck with it, I could probably be like a bigger YouTuber. So that's sort of like my story. The channel is called Death of a New Era. I think it's still public if you want to go find it. No, I converted it to a band channel. I don't know. It's been a while, but that's why I'm still here, like 9 years later, still doing this YouTube thing, and I'm about to drop some knowledge on you. So I know most of you guys are a lot younger than me. Most people in the clan are between like 14 and 18. I know Nick's a little bit older. There's a couple other like 20, 21-year-olds in here. But for the most part, most of our members are in college, and I wanted to talk to you guys like about what you can expect from college. Now, there are 2 or 3 types of people in college. There are the type of people that are just party, like chase girls, like do all this, skip your classes. There are people that are the exact opposite. They just study and they play video games, and they enjoy. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with either of these, but there's the people that are right in between, and they like found that balance between like social life, friends, drinking, college things, and like doing their schoolwork and doing like the things they enjoy. And I think like the third type of person is the most desirable kind of person, and that's the person I really want to be, because I still haven't found that balance. I don't really drink or anything anymore. My freshman, sophomore year, I did a lot, like out of control. And then I moved to Florida. I got my associates at a community college in Illinois. I moved to Florida and went to film school. And now that I'm 6 months away from graduating with a bachelor's, it's just everything's gotten very real. So I don't really go out too much anymore, but like I still have problems with like finding that balance in my life in a different sense. And it's not like a social balance. It's like I get my schoolwork done, and I go to film school, so it's like I'm an editor, so I like dedicate a certain amount of time every day to make sure like I'm practicing editing, regardless if it's a motion graphic, making just, you know, cut commentary, and, you know, developing like a personality and getting better just like talking into a microphone on my own. I dedicate like an hour and a half to the gym every day. I take about 1 day off a week. I dedicate time to prep my meals and to cook. I dedicate time to play Call of Duty, and you know, sometimes I play too much Call of Duty and I don't get to go see a friend or something, and then I feel guilty because I don't spend time with my friends or whatever. And it's just like, that's one thing I've always struggled with in college. So I'm telling you this, if you're, you know, a senior or a junior, you're going to be in college in a couple years, if you're anything like me, if you stress about the amount of time or you're not good with time management, just know that it doesn't stop. Like once you're an adult, once you're dealing with financial aid and friends and maybe a girlfriend, or, you know, being tempted to go somewhere and have fun and stuff, study, you know, it's going to be your life, and it's going to be up to you to make certain decisions, and that doesn't go away. Like sometimes you're going to have your entire day planned out, and maybe your car will break down, or your teacher will give you like a pop quiz or a mystery assignment. Like shit just comes up, you know what I mean? And whenever this happens to me, it throws me to an absolute frenzy. And even though it's really not that bad to me, it feels like the world is ending. And, you know, that's not it at all. So one thing I can tell you right now, going into college, like, time management is 100% the key to your happiness. Like, finding the balance of fun, but also having the, what's the word? Not success, but the satisfaction of knowing you did a good job on a test, or you did what you need to, you did what you needed to get done, and you got it done, and then you went and had fun, is like the most rewarding thing ever. So like time management, just like handling your responsibilities, learning to say no. You know, if you're the type of person that's really outgoing, you have a lot of friends, like sometimes you just have to learn to say no. And so like end of the day, like time management, like 110%, the key to happiness in college. It's not going to be like experiencing all these things and getting super fucked up and like drinking and all this stuff. Like social aspects of college are great. You definitely should, like, if you want to experiment with like different things. Not going to go into detail about that, but like, you know, college really is the first time you're on your own usually, if you're commuting or whatever, or you're just going to be around like a lot of different people your age, and you're going to be making the decisions instead of your parents. It really is the time you find yourself, as gay as that sounds. But going into college, like if you want to succeed, whether you're on financial aid or your parents are paying a lot of money for you to be there, or you're paying for your own tuition and you're going like at a slower rate than usual so you can work and afford to pay for your own school and stuff, you know, it's the time to find yourself. Time management is everything you need, and you're gonna like who you are in college is honestly gonna determine like what you do in this time. Like, this is the most crucial part of your life. Like, aside from when you're a kid and your parents are like teaching you your sense of right and wrong, I think college is honestly like the most pivotal moment in your life in terms of like what the outcome is going to be, like what you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. So it like, okay, this commentary is all over the place. I wanted to just talk about college and talk about like my experience and tell some like goofy stories, but they just wouldn't be appropriate, and I sort of just started realizing that the more that I'm talking to you guys about this, I'm like talking to myself. So it's like, Papa, like listen to your own advice, man. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you liked it, like I said, drop a thumbs up. If you want to check me out, my Twitter will be in the description of the video. I do live stream and I do YouTube here and there, but right now I'm mostly focusing on helping out the clan channel. So if you want to stick around, see more gameplays, get more into the clan, be sure to subscribe, like the video, check out B-Man's Twitter. He's the player, and then my Twitter. I'm the commentator. I'm Dan. Follow the clan Twitter, just be active and stuff. We do, you know, recruit players every once in a while, so if you're looking for a team, you know, just stay active and be on there. And I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. It was nice talking to you. I hope I convinced you that I'm a decent person. And have a great day. Peace out.
Let us not be blind to our differences, but let us also direct attention to our common interests and the means by which those differences can be resolved.